This is Leonard Boyer of Boyer Coffee Enterprises, and I want to ask you a question. What's the difference between having a job and being in prison? Well, I'll tell you. In prison, you get to spend the majority of your time in an 8 by 10 cell. At work, you get to spend the majority of your time in an 8 by 10 cubicle. In prison, you get 3 meals a day. At work, you get only one break for one meal, and you have to pay for that one. In prison, you get time off for good behavior. At work, you get rewarded for good behavior with more work. In prison, you can watch TV and play games. At work, you get fired for watching TV and playing games. In prison, they allow your family and friends to come and visit. At work, if your family and friends come and visit, you're going to get fired. In prison, all expenses are paid for you by the taxpayers. At work, you pay for all your expenses, including the time that you're not paid to travel to and from work. And there's other similarities too. In prison, you spend most of your time looking at bars and thinking of a way to get out. At work, you spend most of your time looking to get out and get into bars. What's the point of all this? The point of all this is very simple. You have a choice to make. You can choose to take advantage of the knowledge revolution, which is currently a $365 billion a year business. Or you can stay in your 9 to 5 job in a cubicle where you'll spend the next 30 to 40 years unless you get fired. And according to some leading economists, there's a recession coming. The world has changed drastically since the pandemic, and it hasn't changed for the better. However, people in the knowledge-based economy have the highest potential for profit margin at the lowest possible risk. If you know just a bit more than the average person about a subject, and you do things right and have a giving mentality, you'll be able to be successful in the knowledge economy, which by the end of the decade is going to be a $2 trillion a year business. Now, you can either learn the concept of leverage or you can trade time for dollars. But let me tell you something. The very wealthy people in this country, people that are millionaires and up for the most part, don't trade time for money. They leverage their money and they leverage their time by having their money work for them. And they learn about a concept called evergreen marketing. At Boyer Coffee Enterprises, we will show you how to have the best possible chance. Remember, I'm saying chance. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Okay, so there are no guarantees. Nothing in life is perfect. Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank fame, who's a multimillionaire, said data is the new oil. Think about what oil did in this country and throughout the world when the gasoline engine and cars were mass produced. Now, think about what you might be able to do if you start becoming a digital entrepreneur. At Boyer Coffee Enterprises, we show you how to protect your new business by establishing the correct corporate entities and protecting your intellectual property so that no one can take that property from you. This is serious business, and I'm treating this more formally than I normally would. But this is no joking matter. The knowledge economy is real. And you can either join the group if you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur and find out what it's like to have the potential to achieve time and life freedom. Or you can stay in that cubicle and rot. A famous person once said, your salary is just a drug to keep you addicted to your employment. Job, according to, I believe, Robert Kiyosaki, is an acronym for just over broke. Now, not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur, and we can't work with everybody. But if you think you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur, contact Boyer Coffee Enterprises, Inc. at 973-798-6131, and we'll begin the process to determine whether or not we can work together. If you're qualified to work with us, you'll find it's the most rewarding experience if you have the passion and you put in the time and the work. There are no shortcuts to success. You can't take the elevator. You have to go step by step. And I can go on and on for hours, but that's not what you came for. So after this video, be sure to look for future videos. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and click the top of the bell icon. And if you're watching on any podcast, be sure to download it and leave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your time. We appreciate your time. We know your time is valuable. And I'm trying to explain to you how you can leverage your time, but there's more to it than what I've just explained in this video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and have a great day.